Hello everyone. So this is the video lesson 32 of the diffraction, in which we are going to discuss some more basic concepts related to the diffraction. Okay, so in the previous video lesson we discussed the basics of the diffraction, and here it is clear that the diffraction is due to the superposition of the secondary wavelets coming from the different part of the same wavefront. Okay, so this is the basic difference between the interference and diffraction. In interference, there are two coherent sources only, and the interference pattern is the resultant of the two waves coming from that two coherent sources. But in diffraction, there are a large number of the waves, and the diffraction pattern is the resultant of the superposition of that large number of waves on the screen. Okay, so in interference chapter you must obtain the expression for the resultant amplitude, which comes to be capital R is equal to capital R square is equal to A1 square plus A2 square plus twice A1 A2 cos delta, where A1 A2 are the amplitude and delta is the phase between that two waves. Okay, so this expression is the resultant amplitude of the two waves. But in diffraction there are a large number of waves. There are small n harmonic waves, where small n is very large. So first of all we must know the resultant amplitude of the superposition due to the small n harmonic waves. Okay, so here in this video lesson we are going to discuss that point in some brief, because it is not in our syllabus, but we have to use the formulations. Okay, so now let's see. So this is the diagram in which we are going to explain the topic. Here there is a slit AV, and on slit there is a plane wavefront is going to incident normally on the slit AV, and the position of the incident wavefront at any stand is suppose that AB. From each point of the wavefront, secondary wavelets are emitted out in the each direction. Okay, the undeviated wavelets travel in the direction of the incident light get focused at the center of the screen. However, the wavelets which are diffracted at some angle, suppose that they are collected at point P. Okay, so this is the situation of the diffraction, and the secondary wavelets which are collected at point P gives the some intensity, or there gives some pattern at point P. So what is the expression for the resultant amplitude at point P due to the superposition of small n harmonic waves coming from the slit at a particular angle? So this is the question. Okay, so here there is a figure which can explain you the expression. Okay, so in the figure you can see that in the figure we draw the vectors OP1, P1, P2, P2, P3 such that P1, P2 and P1 there are a large number of the vectors representing the wave, and there are small n harmonic waves. Okay, and the angle between any two consecutive vectors is delta. Here you can see that this is the vector, the angle, and here P1 P2 is the another vector, and the consecutive angle is delta here. the vector OPN, okay, OPN, the vector OPN joining the origin of the first vector O and the terminal of the last vector Pn gives the resultant vector. Okay, so this is the resultant vector. This one is the resultant vector. If the center of polygon, suppose that C, okay, if the center of the polygon is C, here this point is C, okay, polygon is C, then by simple geometry we can take the angles and do some mathematical calculation, and by this calculation, this derivation is not in your syllabus, however, but the result is very useful in our future derivations, and the expression for this resultant amplitude due to the superposition of small n harmonic waves is given by capital R is equal to small a sine n delta divided by 2 divided by sine delta upon 2. Okay, what is small a? Small a is the amplitude of the wave. Small a, you can see that the all waves have the same amplitude, all the amplitudes are same, and the phase is also equal, successive phase difference is delta. So phase is also same, successive phase difference is same, and there are small n harmonic waves which superimpose to each other and gives this resultant amplitude. Okay, so small a is the amplitude of the single wave, sine n, small n is the number of harmonic waves, how many harmonic waves are getting superimposed to give the resultant pattern. Okay, and delta, what is delta? Delta is the phase difference between any two waves. Okay, so this is the expression for the resultant amplitude capital R, and the resultant phase the phase between any two successive waves is delta. What is the resultant wave? So resultant phase difference is represented by alpha, and alpha is given by n minus 1 delta upon 2. Here n is the number of simple harmonic waves, and delta is the equal successive phase difference. Okay, so this is the expression. So we are not going to deep of this derivation, and we are not trying to obtain in actual how this is obtained, because this is not the domain of our syllabus, but the result is very important, and if we use this formula, then our derivations become very simple, and the results may be obtained easily. Okay, thank you.